Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, and I'm going to do a general message for Aries. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Anything of any importance to the channel you can find in the description box below. Now, if you resonate with this video, give me a like, comment. Again, I love it when you guys comment. And if you want to enter into winning a free reading with me, you have to do those things anyway. You have to like the video, you have to subscribe to the channel, and you have to write the word of the day in your comment bar, and that would be today light. So again, those three things will get you into entering into winning a free reading with me. Now, I always like to look at the soul wounds. I like to look at the shadows. I like to look and see how your relationship is being affected by your spiritual wounds. And again, what your person's intention is and what their plan of action is and what's going to happen. All right. Now, again, know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Just interpret the message as best resonates for you. Never force anything. Now, if you're not an Aries, and you want to, again, listen to Virgo, I have a Virgo channel. Link is in the description box. However, you don't need to be in Aries all the time to resonate. Again, the energy is going to go to the person that needs to hear this message. Excuse me. All right. Let's start. Let's see what the wound is that we're dealing with. Let's see what the karmic wound is that we are dealing with. Okay, negativity. So obviously, like how we're not just normally negative, we're negative because of something that's going on in our environment or somebody that's triggering us. So there is negativity, and I'm feeling like for some like areas, it's just like the negativity is the way that you're viewing yourself. The negativity is, I feel like you're trying to force. There's a sense of not being able to get comfortable. There's a sense of, again, not liking your process, not liking who you are, not liking how you're, like, I feel like a lot of you are viewing yourselves through other people's perceptions or through the experiences that you lived. And there's, again, karmic wounds that need to be healed. Because, like I said, experiences, people, mainly is what creates negativity. However, those experiences and those people hold karmic lessons, and those karmic lessons are really what need to be integrated. So a lot of times we've had an experience with a person that hurt us. We don't understand why. We say, well, why did that happen to me? We say that we're a magnet of who and what comes into our life. I was that painful experience. I created that. It's understand there's a part of you that's wounded, and that could be you still have shame from childhood. You could have guilt from childhood. You can have, again, a shadow that needs to be integrated. Nevertheless, the experience created negativity. I want to pull one more now, betrayal. And that's, again, the negativity was because, again, you feel you're connected to someone that you feel like betrayed you. Someone, so I'm feeling like you're connected to someone that still on a psychic level, on an energetic level. So soulmates tend to, again, past life connection is through the heart and the mind. It transcends many, many lifetimes. One lifetime, nevertheless, it's a very strong spiritual connection. And so obviously this is why when like we have this strong connection with someone and then they hurt us, they literally, they betray us. But I want to see how. How they betrayed you. How, again, thorn or trump of lies. So this person like made you believe that they were someone else. Like, I feel like they pretended that they had more money. If they pretended that they owned a company and maybe they just worked in a company. I feel as if they created a facade to make you believe like that they were very successful. Um, I also believe that they pretended not to like you or care about you as much as that they did. I believe that everything that they portrayed is a lie about how much, who they are, how much they care about you, to like everything. This person's like almost like a chronic liar because trump of lies is that it's like you're not a real person. And that's because on some level they don't like who they are. Now you may say if they didn't like who I am. No, I believe that there is a spiritual connection there. You know, however, when a person doesn't like who they are, they're not coming in as their true self. So there's always going to be an intimacy issue because I'm not really going to be vulnerable enough for you to really see who I am. I have to keep up like the perceptions of and the illusions of who I want you to think I am. And that's why, again, trump of lies and betrayal. And now they're filled with regret. But you may say, well, I don't really feel like they're full of regret. Well, again, gilded regret is like this person is someone that will overeat, will overdrink. They're very indulgent. And it's a way that they suppress their guilt. So if you haven't seen this person, the next time you see them, you're going to notice that they gain a lot of weight. If you haven't seen them in a while, they're going to look as if they age. They're going to look different to you. And it's mainly because of their behavior. People that don't want to look at what they do, but are full of regret, they're still suppressing the energy until they fix it. Because it's like you're getting eaten away on the inside, so you don't want to feel. You're numbing. This person's numbing themselves. Again, the temple of my body, and not respecting their body. Again, the temple of your body is your spirit, is what's held within your body, and this person is indulgent. Like I said, I feel like they're drinking, they're eating, they're possibly even having sex with a lot of people to not feel, because they really, like I said, couldn't let you get close because they created a facade. And like it's all escapism, right? Until again, because peaceful among the thorns, it's like I can stay in this place of where I'm detached. This is the person, like it's that you're connected to. I can stay in a place where I'm detached, where I'm cutting off my feelings, the depth of feelings that I have for you, and really about my life, living my life from such a shallow perception. I can do that. And I do that because, like I said, I'm just indulgent in everywhere else. So it's again, when a person is, wearing a mask and they're empty, they're like an empty well. The more that you give them, the more that the well never gets full. But they're learn to become like comfortable in this uncomfortable space. And possibly because I don't know, I feel for some of you people that they're connected to other people that they don't really want to be with. And again, so comfortable among the thorns it's like they act as if they have no power. They're always coming from a disempowerment like place, from place of like scarcity. So again, which is why they create this mask. But it's all a lie. It's like who they are is a lie. It's almost like I feel as if they pretend to be someone and then there's someone behind the scenes that are pulling the strings. Again, sacrifice, right? Again, it's like they're connected to someone else and they're sacrificing their happiness. And there's a sense that there is a spiritual connection with you and them. And for a while, I think that they expected you to sacrifice. I don't really feel as if that they want you to do that or feel like that you're doing that now. But I think in the beginning, they were delusional and thought that you would. They're sacrificing themselves, though. They're sacrificing their happiness. And it's really because they feel, again, gilded with regret. Is there's a sense of whoever that they're connected to, they don't really want to be with. They treat them badly. They don't really give them anything. So they try to have relationships with other people. I feel like that's where you came along. So they showed you this facade. They wanted you to believe that like what they showed you was really who they are. That's not really who they are. They're, again, comfortable in being uncomfortable. And how they deal with it is they have a lot of addictions. And they're like I said, the empty well. Like they'll eat, they'll overeat, they'll overdrink, they're very indulgent. And that's, like I said, a form of escapism, but they do this in order to shut their heart off and in order for them to sacrifice, really. They're sacrificing their own happiness. And that only happens when we are filled with guilt. And so again, that's dangerous because again, they were masquerade as somebody that's a phony. That's somebody that's goes around pretending that they are a good person. They show to the environment that they're one person, but they're not a good person. They're very selfish. They pretend to be like a martyr. They're so self-sacrificing to people that they're connected to, but they're getting some sort of benefit from that. And that could be, again, just they could have a kid with somebody. They can have, again, they could be connected to somebody through business, a marriage as of one point is what I'm feeling. So there was, there's something that binds these two people together. And so your person doesn't want to really be bound to this person. They don't know how to get out of the relationship. So because they don't know how, they pretend to be someone that they're not. And they don't really care about who they hurt. I just feel like they kind of feeling bad about how they treated you, and they kind of want to know why, because they normally don't care. They're very selfish. They become very bitter. Instability. You don't have a solid foundation in your life. Yeah, they don't have a solid foundation in their life because they're connected to somebody else that controls their life. So they weren't going to let you see that. Again, really, they don't want to be in that in the relationship that they're in. Playing dumb, act like you don't know what's going on. Yeah, and so when you used to talk to them, they used to play dumb. They expected you to play dumb too, to go along with their situation. And I feel like they've gotten people to do that in the past because they whine and they cry about like being in a relationship with someone that they don't want to be with, and that it may be true, but they are not planning on leaving. And then if you were to be with them and then say something to them, they would play dumb. Because like I said, they don't have any intention. You try to do what's best for them. Confusion, you are allowing yourself to be led astray. So it's, again, being close to this person is only going to keep you in confusion because there is a spiritual connection. But and you will feel one way because they do want to like not be in this situation, but they're not doing anything about it. It's like they're again indulgent. They'll complain, they'll stay in that place, and then they'll go out and to dinner and have a lot to drink and then not think about it at all. Go home to that person, not think about it at all, because they just got to eat a nice meal and drink. Well, meanwhile, you're over there on the side waiting for this person to get their shit together when really they have no intention. They're comfortable. Again, letting you say they become comfortable in the fact that they sacrifice their happiness and really what they want. They become comfortable. So I don't like that because it's like it's a one-sided. No one wants to be in one-sided. So what are their plan to do? Let's pull some different cards out. Let's see what they're gonna do. I have 2 decks here. Let me separate. Okay, let's look and see. Okay, I pulled away because I am overwhelmed with all of the things going on in my life. And I feel like, again, that they have other people controlling who they are. It's like I am intimidated by you. It's again because there is such a strong spiritual connection to you, which is why they wanted to keep you like again confused, because they don't really want you to walk away, but they really can't give anything. That's the thing, that this connection for them has made them like really have to look at their life, and they don't really want to look at their life because that means that they would have to change. They're intimidated by you because you're someone that lives your truth, is what I'm really feeling. And then I feel terrible for hurting you. I was pretending to be someone else. And that's what I said. This person like is again connected to someone else, pretending to be somebody else. And they realize now that this is a real spiritual connection, and that, you know, they really should have considered taking a chance with you, but I feel like they're again bound to somebody else. I'm not gonna lie. And they don't want to be with that person, but without that person, there's a lot of instability. And so they wouldn't let you get close. They played dumb, right? Jealous and possessive. Yeah, the person that they're connected to is very jealous and possessive. They know that person that they're connected to knows that they do not want to be with them at all. Our story isn't over yet. It's like, I feel like they feel like that they're still connected to you. But I feel like they then come to you because part of them doesn't want to know the truth. I feel that they thought that they would be able to get to you sooner. I feel as if they never dealt with someone like you before. They never had this type of experience before. It scared them. It overwhelmed them. Just someone like you. Their situation overwhelms them because the person that they're connected to is very jealous and possessive, knows that they don't really want to be, that your person doesn't want to be with them. They can feel that. Anybody knows that. However, they continually stay, and they stay like because they shut their heart off. What they feel is that they can't seem to keep their heart shut off with you, and they again were never put in this position before. I feel like they needed to make the relationship crash and burn in order for them to realize. Finances are a problem. Yeah, because the person that they're connected to, their money, like I said, so we can see they want to come back. There's a time that they realize that they made the wrong decision. And I feel like Um, they're tired of sacrificing. They're tired of wearing a masquerade. And like I said, for a long time, they were peaceful among the thorns. Like I said, being in a situation because financially you're bound to somebody, your stability is reliant on them. But like I said, they can't seem to shake this connection. So when we have a soul relationship, and we have put a limitation on ourselves, like we feel as if we're stuck in a situation because of finances, but we know that we're not really living our true self, then we become embarrassed by who we are. And this is what I feel like. Your person wore a lot of masks to make you perceive that they were someone. They're embarrassed that they're connected to this person. They're embarrassed of how they have to go around and suppress really who they are and what they want because of finances. That's embarrassing for them because that's really what it is. The temple of my body is all about like honoring your body. This person doesn't honor their body. Again, they're full of regret. They're feeling sorry no matter which way they go. They feel sorry for having feelings for you. They feel sorry for treating you bad. They feel sorry for not loving that person that they're with. They feel sorry for, and the person that's connected to them makes them feel bad all the time. Really, that's how they have control. And they also have control over the fact that now they control finances, they control everything because that person that they're connected to doesn't trust them, knows they don't want to be with me, but I don't really care that they don't. And so it's really up to your person to leave, and they're not strong. That's why you intimidate them. You would expect them to do the right thing. But understand, soul relationships make us do things that we wouldn't normally do. Unconditional love makes us do what we normally wouldn't do. And that's why this is a karmic relationship, because here, if you're with this person, like I said, was lying about who they were the entire time. So we know that that's not the right card, but that's they were wearing this masquerade, again, lying about who they are the whole time. This is the one that was like, again, lying, drunk in the lies, again, in masquerade, pretending to be someone that they're not really letting you in, like trying to create a facade of the person who they believe that you would like, but that's not a real person. It's not built on anything solid. And it's because they're not solid on their own. They're connected to somebody else that they don't want to be with. But again, they're used to not caring. They're used to, they're used to being comfortable in this uncomfortability. Now they're not. They're realizing like finances are a problem, fights, arguments, conflict, and the person that they're with knows that someone's there, knows that there's somebody there, because your person is full of regret. They feel sorry for how they treated you. They're looking and they're seeing this relationship now that they destroyed it, but the person that they're with. And they're also afraid that too, when they talk to you, that you may again have some words for them as well. This is how your person stays in regret with everyone straight across the board, and why they're continually sabotaging themselves and suppressing their emotions with outside things to not think about it. Again, there is so much I want to tell you. So again, they missed the friendship. They do want to tell you again their things, but I also feel like they will tell you everything over time. That I'm feeling as when they do want to tell you everything, but they want to tell you things so that you'll at least be on speaking terms with them again. I have sexual fantasies about you. Again, the passion is still there, obviously, which is, so there is friendship and there's passion, and this is what the person that's connected to them still feels, which is why they're going crazy. So like your person's not doing anything for you, not doing anything for the person that they're with, just stays in this regret and stagnant place where I believe that the person that they are connected to didn't care about that for a while, but now they are starting to care about it a lot, and it's creating a lot of arguments and craziness within their relationship where they're going to have to do something eventually, is what I'm being told. I will find my way back to you. I feel like they're deliberately trying to sabotage the relationship that with the person. See, I feel as if they don't want to have to break up with that person, they don't want to have to leave that person. They want the person that they're with to do it, and so that they can come back to you. And they're, I don't think that they realize, I feel like they think that they made the wrong choice, and that's because now they're in a connection with someone that wants to control them, that wants to suppress them. They still have feelings about you. They're realizing that you were a genuine thing. The only problem is that the only problem is that they realize this about you, but what do you realize about them is what I would like to know. So I'm going to look and see in a different deck what do you realize about them, because the way that they acted was not really the best. You are the first person to make me feel this way. So it's, again, I feel like I feel like this is both of you actually. Again, they've never experienced that before. And I feel like for you, you've never experienced being so angry at someone and not liking someone, but also having so much passion for someone. And it's very confusing and it's very tumultuous. So I do feel that, but I also feel like it's a soul relationship. This is a genuine soul relationship. Like, I'm feeling twin flame relationship where this person is like drawing out every single triggering you to draw out every single one that you have, and you are making this person look at their life that they don't really want to look at. So divine counterpart, and that's what I said. I really feel like, and this is what you feel like, because there's a sense, Aries, that you're like, I still have feelings for this person. It's like I shouldn't have feelings for this person. Like, I feel like I belong with this person. I mean, it doesn't get any, please don't move on. So there's a sense that you want to be with this person still, regardless. And for them, they are making their way back to you, but like, I feel it's slow, and I feel like it's because they're trying to figure out how to get away from the person that they're with. They're waiting for that person to actually throw them out. I feel like they're in a relationship with somebody that they're giving absolutely nothing, and it's finally getting to the point that that person is over it. And for whatever reason, they don't want to feel guilty, is why they are not leaving. Like I said, there is a sense that they're suppressing what they want, they're sacrificing what they want, because there's a lot of passion here. And there's also what they realize is friendship, and like I said, they realize they really feel bad about hurting you, but they realize they know this. But now it's about you again transmuting that, the negativity, and that, what do you need to do? Because like I said, person wants to come back, but will you be able to forgive them? What is the energy that spirit says that you need to integrate? Because like you said, the person leaves, which is their intention on doing. They just want the other person to do it, which I don't really like that, but it's like only because it's like a little bit still this coward energy, but it's like they feel guilty. They feel guilty about saying, I'm leaving you for someone else. So really, again, poet, express soul insight in symbolic language. So there is a sense of love. It's like poet is to me like the language of the soul, right? When we hear a poem it's a poem is supposed to stir up emotion, feeling, and this person does that. And so here it's difficult not to 100%, like it's difficult to let go of everything that this person did. Remember how the relationship started was bad, but it's because they were in a bad space. They're in a bad space. They're connected to someone else that they're detached from. And they're detached from because they're not stable, financially stable without this person. So again, they create this facade. They, again, are used to being a player. And I'm sure the person connected to them is used to that energy too. However, they would go back to that person. So they would be with this person and then not be with this person and then be with this person. And so the person that they're connected to was okay with that. But now your person's not going to them at all because they don't have feelings. And that is what's freaking the person that they're connected to about. They know that they don't want to be with them. They know that. They don't care. They just figure, well, I'll just suppress you and eventually you'll just give me what I want. However, that doesn't happen all the times with soul relationships. We're spiritual beings having human experiences. We need love. Your person's connected to someone that there's no love going on there. They don't want that. I believe the person that they're with wants that, doesn't care that they want it, and also wants to be connected to them for other reasons. But I'm mainly feeling that they don't care. And so how do we change when we have children and when we have resources with someone else? We don't change unless we fall in love with someone else, unless we can envision a better life with someone else. And so I feel as if you did this, that your person like sees that they can have a better life with you. However, and what did you learn? You learn that unconditional love. You have unconditional love for this person because this person stirs up a lot of negative emotions. And again, to really make you clear to integrate your wounds, person doesn't feel strong enough to wanted things their way, wanted the easy way out, didn't want to really take initiative, wants their person to leave them so that they can come to you. They're a weaker person. But in the fact they're a weaker person, that would definitely make you feel bad about yourself. And what you realize is that their action has nothing to do with how much they have feelings for you. It's their wound. It activates your wound, and that wound of negativity. However, this person symbolizes unconditional love. You have unconditional love for them. You know that they're your counterpart. You know that they're a soul relationship. And I believe soul relationships don't just come into our lives to make our lives better and to make us step into our best self, which is what you're doing for this person, because they're not going to stay in this loveless relationship that's one-sided where they're going to stay sacrificing themselves to please whoever they're bound to. They're not doing that. But for you also to awaken you to why is this person able to stir up negativity inside of you? Nobody should be able to do that. That negativity, that negative energy was there before this person. And so it was all about integrating it. And with unconditional love, you can do that because you are able then to look at your situation from a different perception. And that allows you to take different action. So that's great because your person is coming around. They're just slow. So it's also teaching you patience. And again, in the amount of time that it takes them to get back to you, I feel like forgiveness will be a lot easier because time, what's left when there's unconditional love is that it's, you don't really, the person that can redeem themselves and they're planning on redeeming themselves, but they know they would have to become someone completely different in that. So this is why it's a slow process. The divine is really making this happen, because divine counterparts is what happens. It's again, it's a spirit brings the relationship into our lives when we need to change. That's the catalyst for change, is what I believe. But at the same token is allowing you to heal. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Aries. You let me know if you resonated with this video. If you did, let me know. And don't forget to write the word naturalist in your comment bar. Was it naturalist? Or was it, I'm not even sure, light? I think it was light. It was actually light. But either one, if you want to write naturalist or light, I'll give it to you. You can enter into winning a free reading with me. And if you actually know and write either one, then I know you watched the full video and you definitely will win the free reading with me, even if somebody else is chosen, just because I know you watched the entire video. All right. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.